Recruiting is the lifeblood of college football. We put great pride in recruiting quality athletes. It takes a special athlete to play at UCF, so we look for the best of the best, ones with great academics and as well as good character. First off, we look for the best players around the Central Florida area and then throughout the state of Florida. Then with our ties in Georgia, we look at the Georgia and then national.
Recruiting is all about relationships, and it's a relationship business. And with the advent of technology over the last 3 to 5 years, that has changed the face of recruiting in some ways. I don't think you can lose the fact that recruiting is about relationships. And I think the earlier that you can develop those relationships with student athletes and the high school coaches and the people that are around those student athletes, the better you are. The philosophy of our program is on 2 things: accountability and responsibility. And with those 2 things, you can tell a lot about a kid if they are doing well in the classroom.
All prospects are going to have a couple different sets of grades. One, they're going to have their academic grade, so we look at that snapshot, but then they're also graded football-wise.
We put a grade on those kids, and it's a 1 GOL as a person that is an offer for us as a prospective student athlete and someone that we're going to try to recruit. And then from there goes a 1, and maybe they're close to being an offer, or we just don't have enough information on them yet. You have to make a priority list, and there might be, say, 100 people, and you've got to rank those people from 1 to 100. And it might not be a difference in 1, 2, 3, 4, 41, 42, 43, but that 1 through 15 or 1 through 20 might be a lot different than the 60 through 80s. And we do put a grade on those kids.
We have needs that we need to fill first, and those will be filled up by those certain types of players from high school. Then we'll look for best available athletes, whether it be DBs, wide receivers, running backs, linebackers, or offensive line, defensive linemen. Whatever we need and whatever we feel that can help this team win is what we're going to recruit.
When you're selecting someone to come into your program, it's not just about how good of a player they are or how good academically they are, but you have to put in their academics, their athletics, their social environment, and the only way to do that is to have contact with them.
Nowadays, the most highly effective forms of communication is probably social media. That's the easiest way to get in contact with them, through direct messaging, and they respond right away.
It's educating them about what your product is that you're trying to sell to them, and then it's educating them on the right way to go about the process.
When a prospective student athlete comes on campus, we really like to show them pretty much everything we can. Start with academics. Coach O'Leary academics is the #1 thing. We want to introduce them to one of our academic advisors, get them information about what majors we have, what they're interested in, and kind of show them a classroom so they can see what life would be like academically here at UCF.
That closing aspect is something that is planned out, it's thought out, there's a strategy behind it, and it's working the entire time.
When they commit, you wouldn't believe the high fives and the cheers going up and down the hallway. And it's so quick that you'll find out, because typically they're recruiting coach first on their cell phone. So Mark and I will be in our office, and we might hear Coach Barrett on the phone with a given player. And from there, they'll run up to Coach O'Leary. The player will talk to Coach O'Leary, and that's when they will formally accept, because Coach O'Leary accepts all commitments.
We are looking for a special type of player, and I've spoke about things of academics and the socially and their family life, and all those go into account when you're looking at a player that's going to fit into this program.